Wait, what are we talking about?
It's actually really important. So, right now, they're trying to take 5 seats out of the state of Texas, congressional seats. And it's gonna really disenfranchise. Matter of fact, one of the seats is where I vote. So I would be impacted by it. Um, we already know what gerrymandering does and like how it seeks to disenfranchise the people who are not um I don't want to say white, but I'll just say the people who are minorities minorities in this country, not the global minority. I mean, not the global people, but the minorities in this country. Um, I want to say one, I think it's good because it has lit a fire under Democrats. Not your regular noisemakers like Tallarico and Jasmine Crockett and whatever, but it's lit a fire under them, like to say we're going to fight fire with fire. Meaning, if that actually goes through and they're able to take 5 seats from Texas, California is about to make it a zero sum game. And they're going to gerrymander the entire fucking state and make it, I think they have 52 seats there. It's about to be 52-0.
So wait, what's their reason for?
Because the president, he said, I need 5 seats out of Texas. He called the uh rollaway nigga in chief, Hot Wheels. He's our governor, and said he needed 5 seats, and all they said, "Oh, what can we do
So
to?"
what was his reasoning behind it? Like, what?
That's what they fucking do. What do you mean reasoning? Well, because like they want to take away. It's gerrymandering. They want to take away congressional districts that have typically been Democratic districts. And they want to like cut the lines so like rigidly and whatever, such that it takes away the voice of non-white people, and it makes the districts essentially Republican districts.
I mean, Texas. Oh yeah, Texas is anyway.
Yeah, but the thing is that Texas is gerrymandered so badly that it's not a red state. It appears to be a red state, but it's not a red state. Texas is like, real talk, Texas is like on its way to be purple, but like the place is gerrymandered so badly that it appears as such. It just, and I don't know if you've been following any of this, but people have like the reps have left. So you need quorum if you have like a formal meeting or formal whatever. You need quorum, and quorum is like the minimum number of people to be able to meet and have a vote. The Democrats, I think they went till maybe the opening session or something, and then they left so that quorum was not met. And so they've gone to other Democratic states where they could essentially seek refuge, because the governor is trying to like send state police after them or whatever. Um, but yeah, to arrest them and bring them back to Texas to make them vote. And mind you, this is like mid, what is it called? Census. So typically when these sorts of things happen, it's after there's a census and you have the numbers to support how the districts are drawn. And then you have nonpartisan, what's it called? Nonpartisan uh, entities that would do these maps or whatever to make it fair and equal. But when what they're doing now is not the case. They're literally just like stealing votes. That's all.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Well, we're halfway through year one.
It's it. I honestly I don't know what to say. Like,
We have 3.5 more to go.
the good thing, I will say this: the good thing is that I'm not like a huge fan of the New York State governor, but it appears that she and the governor of California have been like, all right, y'all fuck around with Texas, y'all gonna find out what happens in New York and in California. they're allegedly ready to make it a zero-sum game where, okay, y'all take those 5 seats, we're going to take everything in the state. So I can appreciate that, but it also makes me question, like, where the fuck y'all nuts been? Like, why they just dropped? Why did it take all of this for y'all nuts to drop to like act? You know, like they're like, oh, they're not following decorum. Like decorum has been out out the door. Like, what are they still? I really don't understand, but I'm glad to see that there are governors who are willing to stand up. Clearly, Greg Abbott can't stand up to shit. He's lame as fuck. And I'm not even being like, I'm not being an ableist. No. I'm not being it. He's in a wheelchair, and that's another reason why I don't like him, because he has
hashtag Greg Abbott under here.
No. That's not. I wasn't saying it for that reason. That's what most people would be. That's what most people would say it for. I'm saying it because, like, how are you representing a state that has always been defiant against literally everything, and you just waiting to sit under Donald Trump's nuts? And you know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Literally.
No, yeah, I get it.
It's like you're from a state where come and get it is like a theme of our state. You know what I'm saying? And you just, Trump called down here. He was like, yeah, I need 5 votes. And Greg Abbott was like, oh, I'll get them for you, master. You know, this nigga lame. I cannot wait until they roll his bitch ass out. Like,
oh boy.
No. No, but that's not being ableist. They would literally have to roll him out.
Said roll.
How else would he get out?
Let's just say just get him out.
No, I want them to roll him out, because if it was a person that was not in a wheelchair, I would say I can't wait till they walk his bitch ass out.
Would you? Would you say walk, or would you just say get?
Yeah, no. I would say walk, like, because it's emphasis, like walk somebody out of somewhere. It's the emphasis on physically walking somebody out of a place, not dragging them, because dragging them is them showing defiance. I want them to, like, if they can walk them out. And because this gentleman is in a wheelchair, I'm saying roll him out. I'm not trying to be funny at all, because if I was, I'd be laughing right now. And to be honest, it's not really a laughing matter. That's how much I cannot stand Greg Abbott.
Okay, roll him out.
That's literally how I feel. Roll his bitch ass out. I cannot stand him. He has zero. Sorry. No, well, he has 0 balls for sure. But no, he has just conviction about like what's right. But I've been saying this before all of this happened. I've been saying this since years ago. The reason why I don't like Greg Abbott, and the same reason I don't like Candace Owens, is that when they benefited from a policy, they were okay with it. But then when it was time for someone else to benefit from that particular policy, they were like, oh, well, I'm not for it, or it doesn't exist. Like, Greg Abbott got his money from a tort, right? But he was the main nigga, like pushing tort reform. So you want to get paid, but then when the same thing happens to somebody else, you don't want them to get paid? Come on. Where's your integrity? 0 integrity. Same thing with Candace Owens. Candace Owens, everybody knows she was a little young black girl up in Connecticut, and she had some like racially motivated negative things happen to her. She filed a lawsuit. She won. But now all of a sudden, racism doesn't exist. Now all of a sudden, these things don't happen in America. Now all of a sudden, you raise yourself up by your bootstraps. Fuck out of here. And the ironic thing is that she's like, her parents, she's not ADOS. She's a fucking immigrant. Like, I think her parents are some Caribbean island. They are not descendants of the transatlantic slave trade. No, they from some island. So like that's my issue with her. It's like, it was cool then.
crazy.
It was cool when it was happening to you, but when it happens to other people, you have no. I get it, but I have a deep like issue with people like that. You know, so like those are like two people that I literally cannot stand. If I went to
St. Thomas,
some island, see, well her parents, right?
the Virgin Islands, which is technically U.S. territory, though.
But how do they treat people from U.S. territories in the United States?
I mean,
Exactly. Look at Puerto Rico. They couldn't even get the same amount of like FEMA coverage and FEMA assistance that we would normally get over here when their country when that country was hit the way it was. I don't know. Again, no integrity. Fuck her. Like I'm glad she got a perm and like figured out her look. She looks better these days, but I cannot stand. No, she does. Glow up for sure.
the perm is crazy.
Well, no, I'm glad she got a relaxer. I mean, I don't need a relaxer, but I'm glad that whatever it is, she found something that works for her, whether it's the natural look, whether it's a
For a
relaxer.
relaxer.
Huh?
I said I would kill for a relaxer.
No.
I can't, because my hair is blonde.
Yes, you
But
can.
I miss it. No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Whatever plan you think you know about, I'm not in because
You seen my mama. My mama literally used to have blonde, relaxed hair. I'm telling
you
you.
know what? You told me this before.
I told you that.
But you see the
But
waves.
she wants it to be
You
like
see the curls.
straighter, like easier.
I've been wearing my hair like this all year. Thank you. Because
It's longer now, though.
There's
It's longer
nothing
now.
else to do with it, though. That's my point. So if it was like straight, I could do a little pixie curls or something, but I can't do anything with it.
I keep telling her she can, but she don't want to listen just because I
But
don't.
She thinks that there's a way to blonde and perm your hair, and I'm not going for it because every time I've tried, I've had to shave my head off.
Or
now 3 times.
where's your license? That's the problem. You trying to blonde
No,
and relax.
I don't mean myself. I just mean the attempt of it.
No.
When my hair is like this,
Well, I'm saying it because I'm saying it because I know what happens when I sweat.
God forbid I sweat.
Yeah. She gonna have a fucking like a pump or like a buff.
Yeah.
Someone, but it's gonna be on the side of her head. What side do you sweat on the most?
What side?
Oh, well,
she's a sweater, so she knows answers to questions like that. I don't know.
But I'm just saying it's gonna puff up where the water is. Anyway, if you really, girl, you
be running now. I told you, I'll be going for a run.
You could call my mama tomorrow and she'll tell you what to do.
I'll be walking now. I'm trying to be more presentable when I go outside, but that doesn't stop the sweat.
Oh, it keeps it flat.
I stay in a do-rag. There's a do-rag in my car. I keep a do-rag or 2 in my car. I stay in a do-rag. This shit needs to stay
I haven't worn a do-rag since I had braids.
Usually, every time I come here, every Thursday, I do my hair.
Amanda, come to my house.
I literally do my hair right before I come here every time. And my do-rag stays on until I get here. All the time.
Y'all, let me know if y'all think Amanda should come to my house and I should do her hair. Because I'm just saying.
She gonna fuck me up.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna dye it. I'm gonna dye it.
And we're gonna be in her bathroom shaving it all off.
No, we're gonna go to my barber. And he's gonna thin it out. That's the thing. Like, even like here, like my hair is super thick, like up right here and like kind of right here. Like he thins the thick parts out so that everything like lays down nice and smooth.
But we also have 2 different hair textures.
Not saying that I don't recognize that. Not saying that.
Because I'm like, you talking about your barber thinned it out, so
no, but
it's flat. Like,
but I'm saying like the barber is a part of it. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you can keep doing what you're doing, and you can trust me. I've been blonde and short for a long time. So, guys, what do y'all think? Chat.
I did see it land there, but I was like,
they got a Chick V.
They got it. Oh, no.
No, ain't nobody here know what Chick V is? Oh, Jesus
What is
Christ.
it?
I don't want to scare y'all, but
Is it a bug?
no, it's a like a disease carried by mosquitoes.
I
And
saw
like
it land on your shoe too, but I was like,
apparently there's
oh, it
a
didn't go on her foot, so it's fine.
apparently there's an outbreak in China.
Oh, I did see that. But
Yeah.
I didn't click. I saw the headline, but I didn't click
Yeah,
the
that's
article.
Chick V.
I
Yeah.
didn't click the article, so I didn't.
Only reason
it's
I
called
know
Chick V.
about it is because like there was a bad outbreak in Jamaica a few years back. Huh? No, you could die. Yeah, like one of the people that used to work for my in-laws, like in at the house, they died from Chick V. So I don't know if it's like you die if you're untreated or if you die if you get it. So I'm not sure like what the yeah. Um yeah, it was so Jesus Christ. It was like really, really, really bad in Jamaica at that time. Apparently the men are so worried about like women saying that they're done with men. They don't want to deal with men. They'd rather live by themselves. They're
Oh, they worried about us saying that?
men haters. Well, that's what they saying. The weak niggas. Probably the ones that can't get women. Cause real talk, if you get women, you're not really worried about women that are saying that.
Well, let's not throw out numbers. We don't.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know the numbers, but I just know that like it's a thing these days. And I mean there are really a lot of women, and I'm not saying like I don't even this it's not even that this stuff is in my algorithm, but like when I go on my Apple News, I get like an email every day from Yahoo News. I get if if I get on YouTube or whatever, there's
You
always
get notifications from Yahoo News.
it's not really notifications. It's just more so like these are the top things of the day. It's not curated at all. Like you would get the same shit that I get.
But not from Yahoo.
Yeah, it's from Yahoo.
So you have a Yahoo account.
I got a bunch of accounts.
Aaron is one of the people that always clown me for.
No, stop.
Hold
Stop.
on.
No, you
I didn't
stop.
even get
No, because you're
to say what I was
no,
gonna say.
because you don't have the context. The only reason I have a Yahoo account is because that's how I play fantasy football.
Nice. Even better. Aaron always clowns me for me having an AOL account.
Are you comparing AOL to Yahoo?
Absolutely. Because Yahoo is absolutely no better.
You weren't even fucking born when we was typing on AOL. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I know AOL. AOL is my childhood. As soon as I
Can somebody help Amanda? I don't even want to embarrass you.
My computer, you've got mail. I had a dial-up computer.
How?
That was in my house.
Oh, maybe because y'all were foreign. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Like being on the computer as a regular thing, that was not my childhood. My parents let us use the computer for like games and stuff every once in a while.
This doesn't make sense. No.
Why?
Think about it. If Amanda is 27, right? If you're 27, and let's just say at a minimum 5 years old, that's only 22 years ago. She's saying that AOL was the top hit for email account 22 years ago. That is not the case.
It absolutely was, though.
Oh my
it
God.
absolutely was.
It's not true.
How? How is it not? I created my email address, my email account in elementary school.
How old were you? Wait, no.
I don't know.
You created that email account because that's what your parents had. They were old and they had the fucking AOL. It's not because AOL.
I was in school. I did it in school.
Thank you.
I had a new phone and it forced me
2007?
to have a Gmail account.
No.
So I remember just giving myself a random username, not thinking that it was going to be an email address. I gave myself a random username to just get through the login of this new phone that I had. And that's when I had this Gmail account And I used that Gmail not even for a professional email because it was a username.
It
that I
said
put.
hot Amanda.
No, to be honest,
Sexy
my
27.
Gmail is Bacchanales Manda. Like,
What? Bacchanal?
Bacchanales. It's
Terrible.
Yeah,
terrible. It's like slutty Amanda.
No, it's not slutty. Bacchanales is like
from Carnival.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like it's essentially saying slutty Amanda.
No, it's not slutty. You calling Carnival slutty is like crazy.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's the it is the equivalent.
Like, no.
It's like saying sexy Amanda Sue, 1987.
Saying you're a Bacchanales means like you party, you go to Carnival, like you're
hot gal for the streets them. See? They know what I'm saying.
Literally use my Gmail account as my spam email. Like I do my shopping. Like whenever I shop on Fashion Nova, I use that. I use that account so that all my shopping emails, everything comes to that account. It's an AOL account. Absolutely.
Wait,
yes, it is.
Hold on, y'all. I'll never forget when we were in college. One of my like friends from college is Sonia Richards, right? And I remember when we were in school, she had an AOL. I used to kind of like, why do you still have an AOL? Why? Like it literally makes not even Hotmail, not a Yahoo. I'm not even saying you gotta have a Gmail, but like AOL, like literally, I could literally in my phone right now. She might be the only AOL account that I have. AOL.com.
Put me in there.
Right? No. That is not cool. That is not cool.
You know what it is? It's like it feels strange.
No, it's weird.
Why would I change it though?
No, you don't have to change it.
There's nothing wrong with it. Like
If
AOL works very
Listen,
seamlessly.
if it's functioning, you like
it. Has my first, my last name. It's my most professional email address. Why would I change it?
If you like it.
If you like it,
if ain't nothing wrong, why I gotta fix it?
Anywho, what were we talking about at first? You got us on the tangent.
We was talking about Yahoo.
No, but real talk, get rid of it.
What you got on your Yahoo? That's what you was talking about. You got something?
Oh, Miss Andry. Yeah, so it's a big thing right now. So we talked about this on the Table. Just where, remember the 4B movement? I think it's 4B I called it.
You had mentioned, yeah.
And women are just like, and you know what? Perhaps it is on my algorithm.
Like that is curated for her.
Well, I mean, there's two women that I follow. So, but I don't get other people. It's like these two women that I follow and they come on my shit or whatever. And I actually like them because they give a lot of good advice that I think that is actually good for men and women in a relationship. They talk about like the mental load, like sharing responsibilities as a man, like don't help out at home, like do the shit. You know what I mean? So it's that. So I won't even say that it's curated for any particular like ideology. But anyway, there are a lot of women these days that are just like, I'm divorced or my husband is dead. I'm not remarrying. I'm not taking care of another child or a person or a human being. Because I don't want to call a person a child, but I don't want to take care of a human being that I would have to look after as a child. Or even women who are unmarried. No children. They're just like, I've seen what my friends are going through. I seen what my mom, my grandma is going through. I don't want that. And they are just opting out, regardless of what societal pressures are, regardless of what regardless of them actually wanting a husband and a family. They're like, I'm not giving up my mental capacity and stability and everything else that goes along with it just so that I can have a husband and a child.
I completely understand that because I mean, where you were going with it at first, like men are tired of women that say, I don't need a man, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm so far removed from
It's
that.
not that though.
Like, I'm so
Yeah.
far removed from that narrative that, like, I don't need a man and I could do blah, blah, blah. Because it's so, like,
It's toxic.
it's toxic. And it's like, what does that do for us as a people? Like,
Nothing.
It doesn't do anything. Like,
Well, I think it highlights the truth. If that is the truth for a lot of people, I think it highlights their truth. But I think as like a general matter, perhaps it doesn't do much for us like living together as a unit.
but I also don't think that people really understand like how much their words mean things,
What you
right?
mean?
So like you're saying these things, and I know that women very frequently say these things just because it's like something to say, like it's a kind of like a movement.
You think so?
Yeah, I definitely there's a large amount of women that
Interesting.
say things like that. Like, I don't need a man. I could do this on my own. I'm independent and blah blah blah. Like,
Have you heard?
of course I have.
Not on social media, but like literally in your circle, you've
No.
heard this?
Well, not in my circle, but like people my age.
But like people in person, in your face, you've heard people say this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like this day and age being independent has like women very upstrung. Like, they don't, oh, if I could do this without a man, what do I need a man for? And I feel like
Do you find something wrong with them saying that?
at first I didn't, because I was actually on that as well. I was. But it's just like, when you think about what you want your actual future to be, like, what good does it do to talk like that? Or to like you manifest what you talk about. And I feel like people don't understand how like heavy their words are, or like the truth that they bring to their life when they say things like that.
Well, but okay, and I'm only going to counter that by saying that what if that is in fact your reality? Meaning there's no man that you've had a significant relationship with that brings any sort of like benefit to your life.
Well, I don't want to say that that means you don't need a man, or I just think that whatever choices you've made, maybe you need to.
So it's the woman's fault.
It's not, I'm not saying fault, but I'm saying maybe whatever you chose just did not do any good for you.
And
not to say that anything
enough.
in the future could be different.
Fair enough, but that's not actually what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that like if you've had situations that have not been favorable to you, and you have found from those situations, like as life lessons, you have found that you can in fact pay all of your bills. You can in fact save enough for your future and your future care and your savings or whatever. You can in fact maintain your home and pay a mortgage and this, that, and the other. Life has actually shown you that you can live and move in a way that doesn't require a man to be there, right? Because you can cut the grass, you can take out the trash, like all these things that are typically like men things. Life has literally shown you, and experience has shown you that you can do it on your own. So if you say, well, I don't need a man, but I want a man. And those are two very different things. That's why I was asking like what it was you've like heard and seen, because I can tell you right now, I don't need a man. But the thing is that like as a companion, that is what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like I want somebody to like be there that I can talk to. I'm not trying to kiki with my homie. You want to come lay in my house in my bed with me? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's exactly what I'm saying. So I think that a lot of times I don't know if women saying that is necessarily a trauma response or
And I think that's definitely my point, that it's a trauma response because they've probably had one too many.
That's the thing. I don't think that's
bad
what it is.
I think that's what it is. They've probably had one too many bad situations, and it's just like fuck men.
I get it.
I don't need any man for anything.
It
or
does seem
blah,
like
blah, blah.
that.
Yeah,
I agree. It does seem like that. And I can't discredit that position at all. But I also think that as women, like as we stop, remember I told you a picture of my auntie, and I was like, "This is my auntie and my uncle." She was like in her teens when she got married. Teens, not 19 and not 18. That I know for sure. And my uncle was definitely in his 20s. 100%. That I know. I think that we have gotten so far away from like that being the situation where life has actually, in fact, shown us that we do not need somebody else. Life has shown us that we came in this bitch alone. And at this point in 2025, we can absolutely leave alone. We're not necessarily beholden, or we don't require a man to like exist in the world. Like, because we have access to money, we have access to education, we have access to all the securities that a person would need. You know what I mean? So while I actually 100% agree with your perspective, I think that it's kind of at this point, it's kind of like a life lesson. It's not trauma or like so many bad situations. I literally think like we've seen, like our friends are getting married at 30. At 30, if you don't know how to do this shit on your own, you got a whole nother pack of bullshit to be dealing with. You shouldn't even be worried about getting married. You know what I mean? Like, you should be worried about building your life skills.
That's
You know, I just don't think at this age, I just don't think it's a trauma thing. Maybe 40 years ago, I think it's a little bit more reasonable for it to be a trauma response. But now, it's hard for me to say that is a woman's response to, that being her position. I just don't think it's a response. I don't think it's a response to trauma. I just think it's like, it's kind of how life has gone. It's just how we've had to deal with.
Do you think like men maybe are having a hard time reconciling with that? Maybe
100%.
because
100%.
I think because if you don't need me, then what is my position? And I think like the way it's phrased, right? Where when women are saying, I don't need a man, but ultimately, this is the problem in the message landing. Yes, we still need companionship.
Absolutely.
We're human beings. People need people. If we know that people who aren't in relationships and that don't have community, their rates in terms of diseases across the boards are much higher. Death is much higher.
Yeah.
Like, we know that, right? So we know that we need companionship. And I think the way we're phrasing it and the way it's landing for them is not it's not processing.
The way that we're putting it out is
Yeah.
not the way that it's being, it's not consumed in the same way.
It should be better that,
Thank you.
hey, like, I
Thank
don't
you.
need you.
I literally want
like, I'm not a parasite upon
Thank
you. Like,
Yeah.
I choose you because,
we've
like,
talked about this.
Yeah, we definitely have.
But it's not landing because it's like, what do you mean you don't need me?
I have a question. We've talked about this, and I know you and I were on the same page when it comes to like needing and wanting. Why is it that you think that what women are saying as far as like, we don't need you but we want you, does not translate to men as understanding that someone wants you, so they're here because they want you?
I think historically men have a very role where it's like, I'm here to make your life better. My role in your life is to fix any issues so that you are better because I am here. Do you see what I'm saying? And if I
That's
don't,
women, but that's what women do.
They do. Women do
No,
that, but
it's
they
like
do it in a
men
different way.
men are
But is it-
raised to be providers, right? So it's
no,
like
no. This is I'm sorry, I have to interject right here because in even in the traditional relationships, the women are providing everything. The men simply provide a paycheck. The women are providing for the children. They're providing food and nourishment. So the breast milk, the seeing after them, diapers, everything. They're cooking meals for the other kids, for the husband. They're literally providing everything. The only thing the man is bringing in is his financial resources. The woman is providing literally everything in the home. So it's hard. Again, when words have meanings. It's really hard for me to understand how provide has gone the route that it has gone, because when it comes to who's really doing the provision, it's really the woman. Think how many things. Let's just say the man brings a check, right? And that's typically what we're looking for. We're saying the man, he brings his resources, right? And the woman brings everything else. I want you to name 10 things under everything else. Name them. It should be enumerated. It should be enumerated so that people can understand what I'm saying. Because you're bringing, so you go as a man, you go and exchange your time for money, right? Right?
right.
And you bring, so it's a 1-to-1. You bring that money home. That's one thing. And you only there for 8. Matter of fact, we'll say 12 hours. We'll say 12 hours. We'll give you 4 hours on top of the regular 8 hours, right? So you go and exchange your time for money. You bring that home. What else is a woman doing? You're providing food for the children that need breast milk. You're cooking food for you. First of all, you're going to get the food from the grocery store, and you're cooking and you're planning for everybody else in the house that needs to eat food. You're cleaning the house. You're making sure that we have toilet paper, we have paper towels, we have dish soap, we have body soap, we have dog food, we have fuck everything. Literally every fucking thing. The woman is providing all of that. But we look at the men as being providers. Like, that don't seem off.
I think what that comes from, if you look at it in mechanics, because the world has changed, but I think previously, if you look at it from a mechanical standpoint, the man would go out into the world,
Yes.
right, and deal with the mechanics of that, whatever that involves, right?
Yes.
And that's a lot, right? And the
Not
woman,
downplaying it one bit.
no, absolutely. Like, that's an outside mechanic. The woman would deal with the mechanics of in the home, right? So all the pieces to the puzzle of what's happening in that home is like the woman and handling that. All the outside. And the thing is, both are probably dealing with different burdens and challenges. Absolutely. But the world has changed.
And I've said this before, and I've told you this, Alan. Like, I agree. We do have to give men a level of what's the word? Grace.
Oh.
And I've said this a million times.
I'm like, respect.
And I know I know y'all have heard me say this a lot, but like, we do have to, because the world is changing very rapidly. But I also don't want to give men so much grace that they don't feel a need to adhere to what the world currently is, because that's all they doing is being white men and upholding like supremacy, right? Because, like, think about it, just 60 years ago, we know what the United, I ain't gonna say the world, we know what the United States was. And people didn't want to change, just like men today don't want to change with respect to their relationship with women. But a change had to be made, and people had to start having a different mindset. So it's like, while I believe men absolutely deserve grace, at what point are we done with that? Or we could just keep dealing with the same bullshit that black people deal with today in the United States when it comes to white supremacy. we don't really have a a schematic to follow, because white supremacy has never left the country. Patriarchy has never left the country. So we don't really know.
Jesus, to be a black woman.
Right. I mean, it's the truth. And you know what? And in this very moment, and I don't want this misconstrued, in this country, to be a woman, period. No, and I'm only saying that in this moment, because to be a woman, period, there's a level of like otherness. There's a level of like second class citizenship, so on and so forth. And we're not even talking about being of color. When you put of color, like it's a whole nother, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oof.
But just in this country, it is what it is, you know. And I think for us to not, what's the word? Identify and accept it, we would be doing like women as a general matter. We'd be doing women harm. So that's why I say I wanted it framed that way, because, you know, even though we have women that uphold white supremacy every single day, you know, Karens, we already know, like, and ironically, they're the ones, their men are putting the thumb on them. What they really don't realize, the thumb is on them. We're just a casualty. You know what I mean? Yeah. I women, y'all got to do better. That's all I got to say on that. I guess because I actually feel like so strongly about it that I don't want to say too much.
Well, I hope in this segment that we can have more conversations like this, and we can
Understand both sides, because men need grace, but women also need understanding
I'm like
from
a
men.
huge believer that men need grace. I don't want to portray myself as a men advocate. I feel like sometimes that's how I come off sometimes with
No, but I've said that a million times, that the way the world is moving at the pace that it is, men do need grace. But like, at what point does the grace not endorse bullshit? You know what I mean?
I feel like people just need to understand empathy.
Yeah, exactly.
This
I
is the
agree.
biggest problem that like we face. Like, take men, women out of it. Like,
Make it a people
yeah,
thing.
just make it a people thing.
You're
Like,
right. I
the
agree.
the thing is, if it's not happening to me, it's an abstract concept. Like, I can't really grasp it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to go through something to have empathy for someone else.
I totally agree with that. I feel like we should come up with like a lot more topics, women, like geared towards women, so that, I don't know, I feel like we can feel good about ourselves. So we give like tips.
Like
on,
what? What do you mean?
I feel like this specific, yeah. And I feel like this specific relationship topic,
I know what you mean.
yeah.
Can
Like-
I give an example?
Okay, go ahead.
So if you're at home and like you've told your partner or spouse, whatever, like, hey, because real talk, like, your spouse shouldn't be helping out at the house. Like, nigga, you live here too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that we should have more conversations about like how time is occupied by doing certain things, right? So let's say your husband goes out 12 hours a day for work. Let's say you also go out 12 hours a day for work. But when you come home, you are cooking, you're cleaning, you're feeding the dog, you're opening mail to, you know, for the house bills, you're determining, are you doing a mental inventory of what else we need? Do we need more Doritos? Do we need more Scotch bonnet peppers? Do we need more tuna? Whatever it is at your house.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's another 3-4 hours on your day. So it's like, when you understand how much everybody's time is encumbered and how much in the value of that time, I think that's the only way to have both parties understand what's really going on as far as appreciating, everybody's role in the house.
I agree.
Just a thought.
Women are exhausted from explaining basic emotional needs like listening and empathy. Just being in the dating world myself, I don't know why men are so far gone with just basic emotional needs, like basic shit.
I mean, I don't know either.
I mean, you're married, and I don't know how.
No, it's the same thing.
Like, I don't know why you would have to explain.
Say why you
like
the way, like you're saying, how don't you recognize the same way you're saying, how don't you recognize certain emotional cues or whatever? I'm saying, how the fuck don't you recognize the dog that has wasted the dog food on the floor? Or the toilet paper that you could have just put on the thing. Like I'm just saying, it's all recognition.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's all.
I find myself saying, well, like, if you like me, why you don't do that? Like, well, why I gotta tell you to go? Like,
Niggas is weirdos.
If you like me, I find myself saying that a lot. And it's just like, you don't really like me. Moving on. Men who delay dating until financial stability is reached are 3 times more likely to marry successfully and stay married. At what age, though? Because men who are men who are financially stable, what age does that come at usually? And I was, like, you're at what age you're gonna date younger and you stay married?
I think it depends on I think it depends on the partner you're going after. I actually don't even necessarily know if the variable is who you're going after, not necessarily delaying until, because if you put like 100 men who delay, right? But the only thing that's going to change in how they partner and marry and stay together is going to be based on the age of the women. It's not going to be based on them waiting.
And I would actually argue just a little bit, not for further conversation. Is a man really reaching financial stability without a woman by his side? That's just, I'm leaving that open-ended. We can go to, when money isn't the problem in a relationship, character becomes the focus. Stability doesn't hide flaws, it reveals them.
I think flaws are going to be wherever they are. But I do think there are certain things in the relationship, like money, that can exacerbate the flaws. So I think it's kind of like a chicken before the egg type thing. Meaning the tolerance level is lower when basic comfort things are not secure.
I actually just find it funny that it says that character becomes the focus when money isn't the problem.
The character should be number one.
Character is always the focus.
Right.
I'm going to notice any character flaws within you, whether money is a problem or not.
Number one. Yeah, I agree.
Women who make over 100K are more likely to be single and say they prefer peace.
Who is that
over.
Person?
I know her.
Oh, really?
She came on the show before.
No. I can see it's on the show, but I don't. I never met her.
She's a model with I'm Next. She was a guest.
I don't even.
Are more likely to be single, probably because they want to date someone on their level and don't want to have to pick up any man slack. Maybe that's their piece over I don't know. Having to deal with a man's ego too.
Men with no kids and no marriage plans are the fastest growing demo. Sorry for them, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about, because in my mind, I'm just like, if you have no plans.
That was the only thing throwing me off. Like,
if you have no plans, then I mean, you have other things. Bless you. There's other things you should be worried about. The woman is what is it called? The variable. What's the one that doesn't change? You know how you have like hypotheses, the variables. Like, what is the one?
There's like a recent episode or maybe recent clip where I said that I'm happily single. That I don't know why that had people in an uproar, because how can you be happily single?
Really?
Yeah.
What were they saying?
I don't know. Someone actually DM'd me and said, oh, you're 27. You can't possibly be happily single at this age. You should be married with kids. I actually ended up responding to
Should've
him and
blasted
said,
him.
excuse me. But then I was like, Amanda, what the fuck are you telling this man excuse me for? I said, just block him. But I do want to read what the fuck he said because I was like,
Please,
what?
no, let's go.
I was like, what is this man talking about?
And
Wait,
let's hope she responds.
if I blocked him, is this still going to be here? Maybe not. I feel like maybe not. But it was very weird because honestly, I didn't even know what he was talking about originally. But I was like, this has to be from an 8 at the table clip. It has to be. Because I was like, what is he talking about? Like, why are you randomly DMing me saying that I need to be married and with kids at 27? And it like,
don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
he was so stupid for saying
Hey,
that.
when
And I
people
was
send
just
me
like,
dumb
what?
shit, well,
But
most
they
people
have
know.
the best quality of life, single women.
Yes. And you know who benefits from that best quality of life? Rescue dogs. I ain't gonna lie, like black women that have, I ain't gonna say black women, people who don't have kids, they can have a spouse. But people who don't have kids, like, baby, them dogs they get the life. And you know what I saw? So I saw something today, and it was a husband making a post about him and his wife. He was like, you know, as much as I want a kid right now, he said, my wife and I simply cannot afford it. And so until we are in a position to where, you know, we can afford it, honestly, when he said afford, to me, I kind of took it as like more than money. Because it was like, if they can work and still have the time to like see after their kids, you know, that's how I took it. He didn't say that, but that's just how I took it. And I could be wrong. But he was just like, in the meantime, like, our dog is our kid. You know, he's like, right now we have friends, they're having kids. Some are struggling, some are not, some are in good positions, some are not. And they were just like, we're not gonna knowingly bring a child into the world that we can't be certain about our ability to provide.
Yeah.
And they were like, so right now, they showed their dog, he got a bed with a heating pad.
I mean, dogs are a good responsibility.
They're an incredible responsibility.
Well, true.
But it depends on what kind of dog you have.
Finances aside, just to learn how to care about
To care for something else.
something else,
it does make a
like,
difference.
You understand like why people are like apprehensive where
Oh, 100%.
like, if you're spending $2,500 a month just for, and this is just for daycare or school care or whatever, right?
There's nothing else.
For one kid, $2,500 is an apartment for a lot of people.
Yep.
So you can understand in your area, if that's what you're spending, you're gonna be like,
let me rethink this.
yeah. And then, you know, like they say South Korea is having a big problem. They're having a big problem with the population.
That's where the was it 4B? That's what 4B is.
It's like it's
let me practice homeschooling kids.
because it's like almost impossible to keep up with like
the
just
cost.
your
yeah.
quality of life, having a good, decent
Yeah.
quality of life for you. It's not like you out here doing the most. And then having to bring a kid into it where the cost is like impossible. They made it impossible. And then now they're like, why aren't you guys having kids?
Dating fatigue is real. 72% of single women say they're tired of emotionally mentoring the men they date.
What does that look like? That's my question.
To be honest, it is fucking exhausting because, I mean, I don't think that I've dated a lot of people, but I think that I have enough like
Experience
to know things. And sometimes having to be like, okay, well, you should be doing this or you should, that is exhausting because, all right, next caller.
No, but I have a question. I'm sorry. Can you go back to that, Alan? What does that mentorship look like? So if you're a person that's complaining about that, like, what does that look like?
And that's why it's exhausting for me because I'm the type of person that don't feel like they need to be mentoring anybody at this big old age. So I don't like to open my mouth and say, hey, I think that you should be doing this. And I require this. And now I know that part I should be doing, because if I require something and I like someone and they like me, then I should be telling them how they should be loving me and all of this and all of that. But it's just like the simple things. If you can't do the simple things, if I have to tell you how to do the simple thing, maybe you're not for me. Because
do you find that like that is a common thread amongst males, I guess, in your dating age group?
yes. And I say that just from knowing guys I'm friends with, other friends and their dating situations. Cause me, I don't let too many people talk to me. So it's not like I don't like have this like reoccurring like dating scene or whatever, just from what I hear around like my peers and stuff.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be reoccurring. And I don't know. I really don't know where guys get their dating mentorship from. I think that that's very important.
Ooh. That's a good question.
Yeah, because I don't know if that like they talk amongst their guy friends and they talk about like how relationships are for them, or what they should be doing, or what it should be like, or if these are things that they pick up from their parents, and not just like trying to replicate what their parents' relationship was, but like if their fathers talk to them about how they should be treating a woman in a relationship. Like I don't know where they get their mentorship from.
Any idea?
I have actually been going to ChatGPT, like honestly, for dating. Like, what should I be doing, or what should I say when I want to ask?
That is not the input that needs.
No, honestly, good answers. Good answers, because sometimes I'm just like, how are boys this like?
But do you understand how that works? Like, so that is literally the response that they're shooting out is based on a number of other people talking about that exact same thing, complaining to ChatGPT. So they're like finding the most common thing, and then that's how they're responding. So it's not necessarily like, oh, it's right. It might make sense, but it might make sense because that's the other shit you're hearing. And that's what the input is. Like the shit comes from somewhere. That's people don't understand it. Like ChatGPT, like the input comes from just other people. That's literally where it comes from. Just other people.
I'm not mad at that.
I mean,
I'm not mad at that, because if I don't know some shit and I'm asking the computer for some shit and they give me options for a reply, because I actually do like that they did that. Like I asked, what do I say if so and so and so? And they gave me a different kind of responses, like, oh, this is a sweet and gentle response. This is a very forward response, and I liked that. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I probably wouldn't say that, so maybe not. And I liked it. That was cool with me.
The only difference with that is like you're giving an input. You're like, hey, I want to say X. Make this softer. That's not necessary. Whereas, and that I think is fine. There, you have people who are literally saying, well, hey, I'm going through a divorce. How should I handle X, Y, and Z? In those type of situations where you're giving like seemingly subjective responses, I think that's where it's problematic. Because all they're doing is like taking, I won't say the average, but like just the most common response to that particular prompt. And they're just going to regurgitate it to you.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't know what it is. And the thing is that I think, so I am not saying that I'm against ChatGPT or AI or whatever. I'm just saying I think that a lot of us don't know how the responses are curated. Guys, thank you so much for joining our new show. We don't have a title.
We don't have an official title,
Yeah.
but we're working on it. So again, let us know if you like.
We have, what was it?
Don't call us aunties.
Don't call us aunties. Queen's Court.
You came up with another one when you came from the bathroom.
I said, what is it? The
Tilted
tilted tiara. Because, you know, heavy is the crown. What else was there?
There was Queen's Court and Queen's Table. But I like Queen's Court better than Queen's Table.
Yeah. Okay. So we have those three. And let us know what y'all think about those three. But if you have something more clever, we are totally open to it, and we will forever give you a shout out if you pick our show's name.
For sure.
Like
But
forever give a shout out.
this was the pilot of our new segment. So you guys also comment on any topics you want us to talk about. We'll be happy to.
Can I say something? I would love men. I know you guys. I don't know if you guys will or will not like listen to this show, whatever. But like, I would love to hear y'all's perspectives on things so that we can talk about them, because I think there's a lot of things that y'all experience or want a microscope put on, but it typically doesn't happen. So I would love to like dive into those topics. So we appreciate it if y'all would, send that in.
Yep.
And so we're gonna. Do you have some left?
I do.
We're
I
gonna
stopped drinking because I need to pee very bad right now.
We're gonna cheers to our new show. Thanks for joining. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And let us know what you think.
Can't wait to talk to you guys next time. Mwah!